All right, so my first project today is putting together this server rack so that I can get the gateway set up and try to get connected to the network back in Dallas to see if I can make this whole place act as one big network system. Let's go.
Girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done now.
All right, everybody. The next step we're going to do now that we've got the little rack built is we've got it sitting on top of the file cabinet, and the reason we chose it is because we have power over here and we don't have to worry about running power anywhere else. And more importantly, we have power that's on a circuit of its own. Boom. That's exactly what we want. I don't have to worry about anybody plugging anything else in that could potentially trip the breaker for this stuff. It's isolated. There's only one plug for it. End of story. That's the best idea you could have to have on your server rack is, you know, an isolated power source, but really you'd want two. So maybe in the future we'll add another power line here so I can have redundant power. That way if one goes down, the other one automatically takes over and does its thing, because everything in this rack is redundant. Now we're going to put in the battery bank. So here's fun for that. Here we go, a battery backup system. I got it upside down. Battery backup system for the server units. The capacity on this The capacity on that battery should give us about 5 hours of runtime for all the cameras and stuff before the system shuts down if we lose power. So it's not like overkill redundant, but at least it buys us some time to know there's a problem. And it gives us enough time that I can actually get here if there is a problem, because right now it takes about 3 hours to get here. So if there is a problem, I can solve it. Check out my hook. Oh, the DJ revolves it? It's rolling. It's got 60 minutes of charge on her. So awesome. Let's install a gateway. All right, guys, this is one of the things I've been waiting for a while. We're no longer doing some cleaning videos. This is a tech video. You saw the battery get installed, but now we're gonna install the gateway, which connects two of my sites together so that they act as one unified network system. And so today we've got the Ubiquiti Dream Machine Pro Max. This thing is also a video recorder, everything. Like, it does literally everything. Badass. We'll get to some screen time when I get to set it up, but let's go install this bad boy. Alright, a little unboxing here. I got the accessories box already started. I already got all the screws that comes with it. These are my brackets that we're going to install on it real quick so we can mount it. I'm going to put the power cable in, get it plugged in, then I'll slide the rack in. I'm thinking I'm going to do the Dream Machine patch cable or patch line, and then the PoE switch, but I may do the PO switch and then the patch line. We'll see, because everything's going to come in from the top, so I may go top directly to the patch and then from the patch over into the PoE rather than coming under it. That might make more sense now that I'm talking it out. So let's just get busy here. Let's get these. Kind of making a mess, and it's getting my OCD a little cranky, so trying not to look at all the packaging that comes with this because I'll want to stop and clean up before I get done. So I need to get this done so that I can start doing some network testing, because I want to try to be able to drop footage directly from here back home to where all the main video editing servers are, because I don't want to keep video editing servers out here because those are expensive, super expensive, and just the hard drives in that thing cost as much as a friggin' car. Okay, we got these. I'm getting ting ting, so let's look at what's going on. So they make this, Ubiquiti makes this so easy, like it's damn near plug and play. I set up a Dream Machine back at the house and I had it up and running. The network completely switched over. All of our stuff switched over in 20 minutes, which as a network person, that's fast, really fast. Attaching the wings on. And I have hard drives for this too, so since this is also a video recorder, I have two 12 terabyte hard drives that are going to go in here, and they're going to go in as a redundancy, so it'll only be 12 terabytes of recording, which gives us about 60 days of recording, but I have an immediate fallover of redundancy, so if one of the drives fails, I lose nothing. So that's pretty spectacular. That's exactly what you want. And that's kind of the whole point of everything I'm doing here is, you know, this is a business, so I'm setting it up as a balls to the wall business because I don't want, you know, oops a daisies and whatnot, so everything's going to be done correctly and done right, just like I do in all my other businesses. So just getting all this equipment installed, because the tech on it is going to do a lot of cool things for you guys, because you'll be able to go into the workstation inside the command center and download any of the footage from your event that you want to. You know, so many cool things. You'll be able to monitor all the proximity sensors that are going to be everywhere, so you can see what's going on inside, and that way you can have a better idea of what's going on, and you don't have to worry about anything. So I mean, that's how easy this was. I just need to get the power cable now. Okay, quality wise, Ubiquiti is killing it. Braided power cables, these things are fantastic. Oh, why can't more people do this? I know it costs a little extra, but I am willing to pay for that. I am willing to pay for quality. We live by the adage of, you know, buy once, cry once. So you might as well buy the good one and the highly rated one rather than buying the crappy one 10 times over. You'll always come out ahead with buy once, cry once. So I'm gonna plug this in, kind of get a feel for how much cable I need, then rewrap it. Oh, and this also has a locking power cable. So if you see, when I lock this in and I lock it, can't unplug it. No whoopsie daisies. It also has a second port for an additional battery system, so that this is a managed battery port, so it can give you all sorts of readouts on how you're doing power wise, and if there is a fallover or fault or whatever, it can report that back to you. This one doesn't really do that. It can do that if you have it connected to a computer system, so maybe I'll incorporate that, maybe I won't, we'll see. I really love the Ubiquiti stuff, so eventually this power supply will go to a different backup system, so meh. Let's go. Well, gosh darn it, my camera powered off because it got too hot. But let's look at what we just did. We brought the internet box over here, so we have our internet powered here. This is temporary until I figure out how much room I got. I've got it plugged into the Dream Machine. It's already connected to the internet. So now we're gonna do just some basic like network setup to see what I can get going quickly, real quick. See if I can do my site to site. So I'm gonna jump over to a computer now and see what we got going on. All right, so it's doing its thing. Well, look how fast that was. You could do it on your phone. You don't even have to have your computer up and running. Go to dashboard. Oh, looky here. Processing. It's doing a firmware update. Ubiquiti sure makes it easy. Ubiquiti, if you're out there loving your product so far, I got a lot more to install. So if you got any tips and pointers for me, I'm all ears, because this is new to me for your products and your environment. So, whew, but it's going to be fun. We have a lot to install. That's for sure. All right, we're going to let this install and we'll get back to it. Awesome. It says battery bank 1 is full, so it's working on battery bank 2 now. Ooh.